Just not satisfying anymore. Sound really does make a difference in things like this.
Indeed it does. For what is foreplay without hearing your partner's ecstasy?
Ah, philosopher! The man who'll teach my newborn son and Macedonia's future king the ways of the world.
But sire, your new son's a nameless infant of a one-dimensional mute. His non-entity status is so pronounced I doubt he'll live long enough to see my upcoming play about the traveling girl with the talking knapsack.
I don't know what the Hades you're rambling about, philosopher, but you better watch your tongue when it comes to character deficiencies in my new family. Besides, I summoned you here not for them, but for me. There's an event I need you to attend.
A personal order for me to attend? This must be quite an event.
I'll be having a ceremony that showcases him, glorifies my uncontested regime, and there I shall unveil amongst the 12 Olympian gods
a bloody statue of the king.
Mother, I don't recall the inclusion of slaps to our face-stroking schedule.
Insolence! Ever since your Persian holiday, you and your friends have been wasting away in this rich man's hovel with no cares in the world.
Well, I wouldn't say that exactly. Ever since then, Ptolemy's been undergoing intensive psychotherapy sessions.
It won't stop. The blade just keeps spinning and spinning and spinning in my head, and just when you think it'd stop, it would spin some more.
And how does that make you feel?
Enough! Why do you let your father continue this farce against us? Take what is rightfully yours. Amend this grievance.
Mother, in the words of a famous philosopher, everything will buff out.
Fine. But it's so boring here. I'm getting tired of pushing these snake venom drugs I've been working on.
Ah, how's the market for that?
Slow. I only have one client, but then again I'm giving it to her involuntarily for free. But come to think about it, I can dig that. Dig that like a dig dug. My schedule with the prince always throws off my production time. Better hurry or I'll miss my appointment. Hi. Don't be scared, it's me again. You said you wanted to see me again, granted. Of course, you can't speak and I'm just putting words in your mouth, but I think it's time for a little mooching. You seem not to like being in a half-bake. Try rattlesnake. Not quite into taking that for a spin? Go for water moccasin. Not willing to dance the ganja jungle? You need some black mamba. Still afraid of new things to grasp? I'll just stick you with the old ass, since I'm going to blows you away.
What's going on? Queen Eurydice just fell out of the tower, landed, and tucked herself in bed for the third time this week. I think she's slowly losing her mind. Eurydice, get a grip. You need to be ready, and stop with the silence. You're a prominent character now. My daughter has to hang on. She must present my grandson tomorrow without delay, while the wedge between the king and first prince is there. And yet...
This is where I wax delusions of grandeur about my ambition and using Alexander for my own ends, thus inadvertently worrying Attillus while I remain oblivious to doing such.
Yet I should Treach one more time just to be sure. Thankfully, my trial period of the Assassins' Dinars to Drachmas program has yet to expire.
Stabby, stabby.
Ah, the hired assassin. The blue-collar slob of the political underworld. I'm up here.
Impossible. How are you alive?
Between the shades, assassination standing still. We anticipated and dealt with it according... Ptolemy, that's not Philotas.
I tried convincing him to die for you, but he suggested this spy would be better. Besides, he told me you still need him to foist your problems and hatred upon.
Touché, Philotas. You live another day. And Hephaestion, I feel pity for my would-be killer. Sing him a song.
Spite me, slug spy, useless assassin. To me, he's gonna die. Useless assassin. Useless like a magic cup. Useless like Edward the Bard.
Doesn't look like one of those Pythagorean folk. I need to didn't sound like it either. I heard no math puns.
If that's the case, you don't think the king is behind this?
I should make an expression to denote contemplation on this.
Narrow.
There we go.
This is wrong. Why does the king flaunt his strangely mute wife and son while Prince Alexander has yet to return?
What I'm more curious about are the Olympian god statues. From the sight of it, you'd think that Olympus was run by a pantheon of furries.
Not that there's no truth to that. Zeus turning into a swan could be said to be the first instance of a fursona.
Salient point.
What is that?
It's the statue of the king.
Of all the hubris! And he isn't even furry like the gods!
But his beastly appearance and burly man legs make him come off as an animal, so it's fitting to some extent.
Salient point!
Uncle, where have you been?
Oh, wandering off screen as if to imply that something's rotten in the state of Macedonia, like perhaps the new statue's structural integrity?
It's the prince!
Awesome! Awesome!
Sail me away in your flying machine, Prince. But make sure to wear some pants.
Hi.
Hello?
So, this is where your new son is to be shown?
Yeah.
Cool.
I knew I should have went for that pricier Altair model. Your Highness, it's time to introduce your Queen Eurydice and son. Where are they?
Hi, I see you've come around to enjoying stuff. Well, for this celebration, I've made a special concoction which is about 50 types of snake venom. And I see you're going to share it with a new friend. Wonderful.
What's happening?
The furry gods are displeased!
Divine wrath upon the furry pretender is nigh.
He hath become a persona non grata on Olympus. Worst assassination attempt ever.
No!
Alexander, did you even notice that the arrow missed me?
Perhaps I did. Perhaps I wanted to let it hit you. Perhaps I missed my cue. Perhaps when I did this I wanted to show that I tried saving you, thus making myself look good in the process. Perhaps nothing. Perhaps everything. Perhaps towards that arrow which was supposed to kill you.
The prince saved the king!
A bit too late the first time, though.
At least he tried. That's of merit.
Salient point.
That's it. Drown my intrigues out.
Oh, by Gaia's life-giving afterbirth, I told Alexander to do the rescue during the first arrow. Then, let the second one strike the king. Oh well, pass a viper on the left-hand side, nameless pawn.
No, let's not ruin the moment.
You just saved him.
Shh. I know. Delay response. And strike. And elicit concern. Father, are you alright?
I have a spear in my throat, you prick!
Uncle, didn't you tell me that viper venom could be used to sap a man's will and leave him susceptible to mind control?
I have, but know absolutely nothing of it having relevance to today or it being commonly used by Queen Olympias and her priestesses of Epirus.
You could be more tactful in intrigue, you know.
Oh, go sort off another mission, Flux.
It's Cassandra.
Of course it is.
You've been out-treached, Atlas. As king, I decree that your current unimportance to the plot renders you a quick death off-screen.
I have been out-fetched.
Mother, as king, I decree that you make out with dead people and laugh uncontrollably. Second mother, Eurydice, and younger stepbrother, as king, I decree that your corpses be revealed for dramatic effect, then casually swept away out of this story. I thank you both for your compliance. And as king, I decree that this day ends with one big bang.
Long live the king.
Well, what? He kind of deserved it. Why would I want to elicit a shocked reaction that was like the one in the movie? You expected me to try anyway. Well, fine. No! Fuck this, I'm going to make a sandwich.